Dilyss Gallyot. As a critical care nurse, Dilyss considered it an honor to help patients navigate life's greatest challenges. As an educator, the COD nursing professor inspires, mentors, and encourages her students to learn, grow, and truly embrace the art of nursing. In fact, at COD, Dilyss has been named as Outstanding Advisor and Outstanding Faculty Member. Phyllis is currently in the doctoral program at Benedictine University, which focuses on leadership and values, and spent this summer on sabbatical in Zambia, teaching community health workers assessment skills to promote health in their community.
One of the things I love most about Dilyss is that she's the best of both worlds. She's one of the most loving, caring, compassionate people on the planet. And at the same time, she is a hard-nosed, evidence-based, results-oriented scientist.
I first got to know Dilyss when she was hired as a nursing instructor here at College of DuPage. She came to us well prepared. She had a strong nursing background. But another characteristic that was soon to be revealed was her commitment to students. She cared about them. She was compassionate. She would go the extra mile over and over for these students.
I met Dilyss when she embarked on her PhD journey in values-driven leadership at Benedictine University. She was a student that immediately stood out in every different positive way a student can stand out. And I've had the luxury of not only getting a chance to serve alongside her with her cohort members, to be her instructor, to learn from her, to grow from her, to be the recipient of the generosity that she just humbly displays and gives to all, that there's been a special relationship from day one.
Dilyss's dissertation topic is the nature of high-quality relationships between students and instructors that support student success and career success for people in nursing programs. That's a great example of her care for people and her care for performance.
She's gone to Africa to help a particular population there.
And she went to help give medical attention to folks in Zambia. But she worked with a bunch of medical professionals in the area. And her first move was not to go out thinking that she knew everything and begin to help people. Her first move was to enter into relationship with the health providers there, get to know them, visit them in their clinics, visit them in their homes, and say, how can I help you?
So out there in our nursing world now, out in DuPage County and on, are all these students who were guided and cared about by Dilyss. And they remember her.
From the class of 1989, please welcome Dilyss Gallyot, a 2017 Distinguished Alum.
This is an amazing group to be with. I am so grateful. I am so humbled and so blessed. Not too bad for a kid from India who had polio. My parents were told that I would never walk. So I lead a blessed life. With that, there is something that I want you to understand about a noble purpose. I'm sorry, I'm not going to read a book, promise, although my dissertation chair would love that. I found a liturgy about scholars and students. Use my studies to further shape my vision of what my place and call in this world might be. Begin to show me where my own deep gladness and the world's deep need might meet. And in that light, let me be mindful, not only of my studies, but also mindful of the needs of my peers and even of my teachers. Let me respond with mercy to the failings of others. Let me be in this school, even in small ways, the bearer of love and the light and reconciliation, which is to say, let me be in humility, let me be your child, God. All right, with tonight, what I want to tell you is that the most influential people in my life who came at whatever times they did were like angels. They were my teachers. Going way back, my teacher, Tom Lindblade, with the book People Making from Virginia Satir. The fact that I still remember that name, Tom, is pretty amazing. As an educator, Tom saw in me things that I couldn't. He stood by while I searched for what I wanted to be with my life and what I wanted to do. His letter of recommendation brought tears to my eyes. The trajectory of my life changed due to his loving kindness and support. Not only was I able to walk, Tom gave me wings. When I started to teach here at this college, because it's come full circle, daily I used to pass a picture of him helping a student paddle a canoe. It inspired me daily. His example of being a kind yet firm instructor inspires me. Marilyn Johnston, my nursing instructor, mentor, friend, and partner in crime, and she knows what that means. Wow, we used to get into trouble. What a gentle soul. She gave me the example of a mentor, teacher, friend, and healer. There was laughter through tears and much joy. Ellen Davel, who actually hired me to be a teacher here. What's really kind of interesting is that Ellen was on vacation in Indiana and I was on vacation in Maui. And she called and said, Dilyss, could you possibly teach for us? Knowing that Ellen was really strapped for an educator, I said, oh, what the heck, sure. And that actually changed the course of my life because I have loved all of my nursing students. On to more thank yous. James Gustafson. His class on authentic leadership was a watershed for me. I made radical changes to my life to live authentic and a congruent life. He is one of the most compassionate, loving individuals I have been blessed with. Thank you for your care, your nurturing, your support, and oh my gosh, how many prayers have we had for each other. While I was in Africa, Gus coached me, supported me with his kind words and his affirmation, because you see, when you're caring for so many people, you can get overwhelmed. His friendship and love has taught me what makes a heart beat. And last but not least, Jim Ludma. How could I have known that I would meet one of the most influential people of my life during an interview in October 2014? You see, I found out at the last minute there was going to be changes to who interviewed me, and that caused me to change which shoes that I was going to wear. Flats, be very boring, and go in. His vision for creating a positive, value-driven, his vision for creating positive, values-driven leaders is actually infectious and inspiring. I lean on his never-ending support and encouragement. He would check in with me to see how I was during some very dark days, and my answer was, upright. This was during some of the most tempestuous times in my life. He gave me a safe harbor. What an amazing example of loving kindness and strength. Whereas Tom helped me by giving me wings, Jim's helping me to fly or to take flight. I'm forever in your debt, and yes, I'm working on my dissertation. All of these individuals bring their best, share their passion to help people become, they see more, care more, and love more. I have been so blessed to have them in my life. It is my sincere hope that I could lead with their example. By the way, I would be remiss to not mention Judy Carino, my baby sister. There are no words to describe the bond between us, sort of a soul sister. She has looked out, watched over, loved, and cheered me on. If everybody had a person like Judy Carino in their life, we would all be unstoppable. When I have been out of the country and not available, I want to say thank you to her husband and her children, because he steps in and calls her Juju, and will text her as though he's me. All in all, in sincere humility, if it wasn't for my God, I wouldn't be upright and I wouldn't be here. Thank you. He's the source of my strength and hope. I'm so blessed to have the noble purpose of teaching. And I am so thankful for every life that's brought into my circle of tiny influence. Because you see, these students, they're out there being healers, and nothing could be better than that. Thank you.